I've come to see one word as capturing how I view INFPs: alchemists. This appears in various aspects of their life, but most notably when it comes to identity, which is a constant infatuation for INFPs. The alchemy of identity. INFPs have this skeleton of introverted feeling and introverted sensing that link up and work in tandem. Both functions are somewhat stern, unbending, and tend towards wanting to be fixed and settled. FI is about value in things. What's important to me? What evokes an emotional resonance with me? What view, belief, mindset, philosophy, or even political affiliation do I naturally align with? FI is also about identity, since what is identity if not the amalgamation of your preferences and the things you find meaningful and worth standing for? SI is about stability, maintenance, and balance. It fights against intense fluctuations. SI is also about the known, things that you can depend on, habits, routines, and familiar, mastered aspects of your life. It wants to figure out what can be reliably known, where you can plant your feet. SI is a pattern-seeking function for this reason, though often not described that way. Between the two, FI and SI, a firm spine is formed, a scaffolding on which their identity is hoisted and held. But, wedged in between them is a highly explorative function, extroverted intuition. This function doesn't want to stand still. It's generative and expansive. It's looking at many things, and often finding connections between those things, leading to entirely new things. And it doesn't stop doing that. So, the NE spews out ideas, seeks out the novel, and sources new experiences for these other two functions to make decisions about. This creates an alchemic tapestry of an identity, where they're attaching themselves to the parts of the eclectic array of things that their NE brings in. At every point in this process, they are authentically them, yet they're always changing. INFPs are often type 4s in the Enneagram system. Both them and type 4s have a strong preoccupation with the search for the self. I am out with lanterns, looking for myself. INFPs often operate under the premise that identity is something that can be, at least partially, discovered, or rather uncovered, or unearthed from beneath societal overlays and conventions, things that have suppressed the core of what's there in them. It's like an adult rediscovering the wisdom of the inner child, but you can never truly get back there. You can't transcend that adult frame of reference. Instead, you have to reintegrate the things you've let slip and lost in a new way. This can be kind of tricky. There is no blueprint for it. So INFPs find themselves mapless in this quest. They want to be them, but need to find out what that actually means. Sometimes it seems akin to someone trying to restore a priceless antique, but needs to venture to many different places to find the tools and knowledge to allow them to get it back to its former glory. INFPs are trying to cobble together an identity by magpieing from anywhere and everywhere. They are searching externally in order to reveal the internal. They have a somewhat wonky compass. INFPs have extroverted thinking as their inferior function, so they have a big imbalance when it comes to it. This can often result in a seemingly chaotic and random way of navigating through the world. Their approach to life is generally disorganized. Because of this, they find themselves in unusual places, sometimes by design and often by accident. INFPs are among the types most likely to look into unconventional philosophies and belief systems, perhaps the mystical, dare I say the astrological, searching for knowledge and insight in offbeat places. They might study various religions, political systems, and mindsets. They are eclectic in this regard. They are drawn to the hidden alleyways of human thought and experience. If personality is a meal, then it comes down to the quality of your ingredients, and then how you cook them. Well, the INFP's ingredients are sourced from distant, exotic realms, and cooked in anarchic cauldrons. They are the alchemists of identity.